fresh. My house is nice and clean. C'est-à-dire
Clean. On
Mr. Clean.
est finalement live. Ça marche, bro. C'est juste Instagram qui bug un peu. Mais yes, sir. Comment ça va, chum? Passez une belle journée?
Ça va bien, man.
C'est beau?
Et puis toi? Ouais, c'est relax.
Ouais?
Il fait beau.
Il y a l'air à faire beau, effectivement.
Honnêtement, c'est juste 21 maintenant. C'est pas si... Même ça commence à descendre. Mais aussi des journées de 21, puis 20, puis...
T'as-tu quelque chose d'ouvert, mon George? T'as-tu quelque chose d'ouvert sur ton ordinateur?
Allô? Tu m'entends-tu?
Ouais, je t'entends, mais en décalé. T'as-tu quelque chose d'ouvert sur ton laptop?
De quoi tu parles?
Non?
De quoi tu parles?
Ok, là, c'est chill. Là, je sais pas, on dirait...
Mais tu m'entends comme il faut?
Ouais, là, je t'entends, là. Là, c'est chill.
You hear me, okay? Okay. Mm-hmm. And over there, you guys are starting to get cold in Montreal.
Tranquillement, l'automne commence à s'en venir. Les feuilles commencent à tranquillement tourner vers le rouge. Là. Ouais. Mon père est à Saint-Adolphe, lui, il fait plus froid. Là. Eux autres, ils ont du frais depuis un bout.
C'est clair.
Plus au nord. C'est clair. Fait que, ouais, un beau petit programme aujourd'hui. Getting through Tuesday. How can we get through our day in a productive manner? Comment on peut faire ça d'une façon plus intéressante, plus rapide, plus faire nos choses... je pense que c'est un topic qu'on veut aborder chaque semaine avec tout le monde. Parce que, bro, there's more and more stuff happening. Like we got more on our plates, and jobs are changing, and in such a faster pace. Like our parents can't keep up. Like I was talking to my dad about that. They can't keep up with all that. You know,
I love it. I love it. I don't know about you, but I love the changing environment. I like being one of the first ones on a trend,
bro.
you know?
Not for everybody.
Depends, but I like being the first one on a trend, you know, or trying to be like the first one on a trend. Like recently, I've been trying to like adopt to the newest thing quickly, you know? You know how like as soon as AI became a thing, I was like, whoa, this is this is insane right away. I'm like, let me go learn about this and stuff. But
for some people, it's a hassle. For some people, it's a hassle.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro. Like it has to. Like for some, like I don't want to say older generations, but like we're like at the like on est juste sur le crossway nous autres. Like, moi, je suis né en 1990. I don't know for you, bro. Sometimes I feel like I could feel what the older generations are feeling. I could feel their pain. I could feel that sometimes, you know, it has to be too much. And that change, that pace in change has never been like faster, you know. It just feels like as you learn something now, you're gonna have to learn the new things that like everything will be like, I don't know how to say it. Like the computers that we have on our wrists could beat like computers that could fill a room in 1975, like in 1980. You know, those computers. So for some people, it's so hard to like comprehend how fast things will get in the next just 10 years.
You probably, I mean, technically have higher technology on your wrist than when they put a man on the moon, right? And all the tech that they had in 1969.
À peu près, man. Yeah. À peu près. Like the computing
but you have to embrace that. You have to embrace if I find if you're not able to embrace the change, you're screwed. Like plain and simple. What do you think?
I feel like we need like more of a system. Like, and that's what we'll. T'sais, nous autres, c'est sur ça qu'on a beaucoup travaillé. Puis c'est pour ça aussi qu'on se rejoint le mardi pour parler de like how to get Tuesday done, but it's really more about how to get through all the stuff that I consider as like, let's say, input in your life, like all the because I would say like all the systems that we used to have or they tried to teach us in school were all about like putting up a calendar, having the stuff on your calendar and all that stuff, but we all know that we don't really follow these like nobody's really following that. Nobody's really using the calendar and be like, yeah, that changed my life. I'm using the calendar now and I'm so organized. À vous, comme personne est vraiment 100% organisé avec ces méthodes-là. Il n'y a aucune vraie méthode qui est, I would say, as dynamic as it should be. As dynamic, by dynamic, I mean like...
Oh, like you mean like a perfect, 100% perfect human being? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, not human being. Just a perfect system that could include your wife asking you like through a text, like, hey, could you go get something? And you have all that list of
this
stuff.
Is literally what's happening right now with AI. With AI, we have the capability of having everything. You're talking about like time management.
But it's not there
having
yet.
Our schedule unlocked.
Yeah.
We are there. You can literally take it right now and implement it in your schedule. Like, bro, you could pre-program a text message. Yeah, tell babe that I love her at 3:55 p.m. and like literally
so let's say you got that system going. Puis là, t'as ton text message are hooked up to the system. Your emails are hooked up to the system. And what else?
Your lights and your television are hooked up to the system with Alexa.
Okay, perfect.
The music, les rideaux, the curtains.
So what happened what happens when your grandmother calls you and she tells you, I need you home. I feel sick. Or something fell.
Well, that's a different story. That
breaks everything. That breaks your system completely because it breaks your afternoon. So how does your system know that it needs to like push it forward for the next day? Because it's something
you should be able to take out your phone. System. You should be able to take up your phone and click another button. Like you have like plan A, plan B, plan C, and you just click it. Boom. Grandma in trouble. Click it. Boom.
Okay, so you need to have to code that. But you need to have the ability.
But we do have that ability though. We do have the ability to code those things with AI.
Okay, but not everyone has those. Like, c'est pas tout le monde.
Oh, the know-how. No, and I don't have it, but I know that it's there. I know that we could learn it and do it.
We could learn it and do it, but it's not.
But it's there. It's there. Like the technology is it like there for a household?
I believe it is there, but I believe it is not there for every household to have it as a system.
Right now.
I don't think it's. Non, je pense pas que c'est prêt pour. On n'est pas prêt là.
If you want, you could design everything you want right now. You could literally design. You could code everything.
Ouais, ben,
including like, okay, this is my plan. This is my plan. My plan was to go eat lunch at noon, but my grandmother called me and I have to run and go see my grandmother.
How many people do you know that code?
I know a few people.
So that's what I'm telling you, bro. There's not a lot of people that code.
But like, there's always going to be a margin for error, right? There's always going to be the margin of error, right? And like for me too, like man, I plan on eating lunch at noon sometimes, but shit happens, you know. I gotta go do, you know. I have a unforeseen emergency that came up, and I gotta go take care of it.
The perfect system doesn't exist, right? Would you agree that the perfect system
I think we have the technology right now to have a perfect system, but there's always going to be a margin of error. Like you said, oh, grandmother called, I need to run. She's in, you know, she needs my help. Like there's always going to be
where can I buy the system? Margin. Like you say, the technology is there, but
you have to build it. You have to build it. You could buy the software. There's softwares out there that you can buy. AI softwares. You can buy them, but you got to build on it. You got to code on it, right?
Yes, and that's what we do, and that's what I'm saying. Basically, what we do, but.
That's what I'm saying. But we have AI is here, brother. AI is here. It's here. You could literally use it to automate everything in your life. Everything.
But I mean, we do it in the office, but we can't do it at home. That's
what do you mean?
That's something that's I feel like.
What could you do at the office and not at home?
There's a bunch of stuff that we're doing with our CRMs, with like you said, with AI that we could fix for work, but we can fix for our, let's say. If I don't have an holistic system that takes into account that I have to cut my grass, like literally, like I have those new stuff that appeared because I have the guy that passed yesterday. He did a thing on my grass. I need to like now I need to. He told me I need to water the grass. Oh, no. Sorry, forgot to put my phone on it. Told me I need to water the grass twice a day because he passed it yesterday. He did a special treatment. I need to water the grass like twice a day now. he just entered that in the system of not work but personal life. But since I work at home, it's intertwined. How am I gonna like put that in the system? Because that's something that I'm not gonna put that like in my calendar. Oh no, sorry, I can't be at that meeting at that time. I'm watering my grass. Je peux pas mettre ça. Tu comprends? I need to do it, but I can't.
Priorities though. Put your grass for later. Why can't you put the grass thing for later?
I will, but I will forget.
Hey, bonjour Siri. Bonjour Siri. Remind-moi demain pour laver mon gazon. Laver mon gazon. How do you say? Water my grass. Demain à 9h le matin.
They told me twice a day.
Okay.
Or as soon as it gets dry.
OK, tu peux pas acheter un sprinkler system puis insérer l'heure que tu veux que ça sprinkle? Ben ouais, ça existe.
Ouais.
Tu peux aller chez Canadian Tire et t'acheter ça, man. Okay. Tu peux même mettre l'heure que tu veux que ça sprinkle. À vous. Everything is automation. Is automatable.
Ouais, OK, mais j'aurais pu faire ça.
Ouais. OK, mais tu sais que ça prend du temps à tout faire.
Tu peux pas dépenser.
Mais dis-moi pas que c'est. Dis-moi pas
pas arroser.
OK, mais dis-moi pas qu'on n'a pas la technologie pour le faire. On n'a pas le choix. Dis-moi pas qu'on n'a pas la technologie. On a la technologie. La technologie est là.
C'était un exemple.
C'est juste qu'il faut le bâtir. Non, mais exactement. Tu m'as donné un exemple que je t'ai dit que oui, c'est possible. C'est possible soit que tu mettes un reminder pour le mettre plus tard, puis tu deal with your priorities first, puis après ça, tu fais ton gazon. Ou bien tu vas chez Canadian Tire, tu achètes un sprinkler system, puis tu le set up à l'heure que tu veux. What else? Give me another example of what you can automate.
C'est parce que l'affaire, c'est que...
Je sais que c'est easier said than done, but in theory, it's possible.
Le meilleur système, c'est ton cerveau. C'est pas le système d'automation station avec le système de chez Canadian Tire. Le meilleur système, c'est ton cerveau.
Oui, mais ton cerveau avec l'extension de toute la technologie que tu peux utiliser pour te garder organisé. L'extension station, c'est le meilleur ou non. Ça, c'est la technologie qui va t'aider.
Dans le fond, c'est ça. C'est de sortir
à ton cerveau à opérer à 100%.
C'est ça,
exactement. Parce que ton cerveau, sans toutes les external technology ou quelque chose à prendre des notes, c'est rien, man.
Mais où est-ce que tu rentres tout? Où est-ce qu'on rentre tout? Tu rentres tout dans ton agenda? Tu rentres tout dans ton calendrier?
Non, il faut que tu aies plusieurs différentes choses à capturer des notes, à capturer des choses. Puis après ça, il faut que tu aies un système. Puis qu'on rentre les choses dans le système nécessaire. Parce qu'on ne peut pas juste avoir un whiteboard, puis toute ta vie, c'est sur un whiteboard. Ben
non, ça, c'est sûr. Ça, on s'entend. Mais tu sais, mettons, check. Mais toi, comment tu fais pour savoir que tu es à la bonne place au bon moment? Tu sais, en ce moment, tu sais, vraiment, je trouve qu'il y a beaucoup de gens qui sont comme... Like, they need to choose, like, where do I need to be? Like, this guy told me I need to water my grass. Comme, and it's not about, like, really, like...
So you decide what is a priority. So it's up to you to decide what is the priority. What should I be doing right now in this moment?
Pour bien des gens, I feel like it's more difficult for them to, like, choose where they need to be and what time. Because, like, okay, we're talking about watering the grass. Like, that's basic, but it could mean for some people, I need to fix some stuff in the company and I need to be there. I need to be there for the employees. They told me, like, there's something that broke down. And they also have, like, other priorities that are very big, like going to a soccer game. You know, their kids, they have soccer. Please, daddy, be there. I need you to be there. Like, what's a priority and where should I need to be first? For some people, that's what it really means. And having a system that supports that and that supports having both. You
need both.
You need to get
both because your human side is going to say, okay, I need to go to my kid's soccer game, right?
Exactly.
But if you let the computer that you code the computer, okay, let me do the most profitable, the most productive things first.
Yes, but
then it's gonna say, go watch your son's soccer game. Oh, that doesn't bring you financial value. Like, imagine like you program it for the best financial situation to get you in, for example.
Ouais, mais le computer va pas dire. The computers are not going to tell you, okay, go fix the machine. It's like, what? Are you going to trust the computer?
No,
To
that's
tell
why
you.
you need both. But that's why I'm agreeing. On a besoin les deux. And you need the final human
So,
touch at the end to look over everything
because
and say like,
like
okay,
like I said, like it's still gonna stay stuck in your head. Even if the computer gives you an example or gives you a sample or give you something, it's gonna stick in your head. Where should I be really? Where should I really
like
be?
right now
Like,
in this moment, how do you feel like you should be somewhere else? Because that's anxiety. Anxiety is when you feel like you should be
right,
somewhere else. So like
right.
a lot of people nowadays, you hear it everywhere. I'm not a
Mm,
doctor or anything, but you hear like anxiety is like a big thing right now, and
mhm.
and that stems from not being where you think you're supposed to be at a given
Right.
moment. And I
Out
have
of
that too.
control.
I have that.
Exactement.
I
C'est
have that too
vrai.
sometimes. And I started telling
Tellement vrai,
myself,
bro.
we spoke about this on a previous episode, and I said like I started telling myself like honestly, who cares if I could be somewhere else? Like I'm here now, and it's fine. It's totally fine that I'm here now. I'll be there another time. It's cool, fine. And immediate relief. Immediate relief. That's what works
Immediate
for me.
relief. Yes.
Immediate relief. Immediate. Anxiety gone. When I just
Mm.
tell myself like I have to be, I am exactly where I should be in this moment. Immediately,
Mm.
my shoulders, my jaw, everything
Ouais. Tout
calm.
relax. Ouais, c'est
Everything,
vrai.
everything relaxed. Just because my man, and they say like the stress and anxiety kills you sooner. I believe that.
Wow.
I
C'est
believe
vrai,
that.
man.
It's crazy how much better you feel in the moment once it's gone. But yeah,
Mais
so right now I feel
en
like
vrai,
I should be here with Felix doing a podcast and discussing it. That's where I'm where I'm supposed to be right now.
well, it's been relaxing. It's been like a tier. I would say we know we have to be there, and we know we have like some work to do to be there. Like it's for me, it's been relieving in some sense because we use also that time. Really, we use that time. We're not using any other time because through, like me and you, we started this because we love to talk about business stuff. We love to talk about business people, like the state of the world, the state of the economy, the state of everything. We love like just go on and evolving on everything. So sometimes it would taking our valued, like some good value time we needed to like, be productive in whatever. Puis on parlait beaucoup. On était sur Discord, on était comme entre les calls, en train de... And that platform gave us, that time. It's like right on the any other time we're doing what we need to do, and this platform gave us, that really like that time to speak about the stuff qu'on trouve qui est important, pas juste pour nous, mais aussi pour les gens autour de nous. On pense qu'il y a de la valeur à partager ça, exactement, les discussions qu'on a, exact. Mais il y a un point que tu as dit vraiment important à propos de l'anxiété que je voulais juste discuter, Jordan, parce qu'il y a plein de gens présentement, des business owners qui ont probablement beaucoup de stress, qui vivent des crises comme I feel like it's hard for a lot of businesses right now just to find like where to put their eggs. Like, where am I gonna put my energy? Because everything is in fire. Yeah, everything might be in fire. But I don't know. Like, I own a business, so I know like you need to be everywhere, and everything might be in crisis. Everything like
they're always putting out fires, right? Always putting it. You put out a fire. There's another fire that's
when things go well, you take advantage of like where your time gives you the bigger value, and you're just like there, right?
And you try to spend your time avoiding future fires, right? When stuff's going
prevention.
Good,
wow,
you prevent. You look at everything as a whole. Like, okay, right now I have time. I already put out all the fires right now that I had to put out, and like, okay, where are the majority of the problems coming from? And then and I know you do that. I know you do that because we work together. And I know you do that. You're like, okay, now là on est chill, le Zoho, ça marche. Là, on va marcher, on va travailler sur les offres de services.
C'est ça, on trouve d'autres choses, exactement.
Exactly. Ouais. And there's always, and you get to, like, when you own a business, you know that if you're not doing anything, you're screwed. You're screwed. If you're not doing anything, you're doing something wrong because there's always something to do. Yes. There's always something to do. It's a really bad sign if you're just like, oh, I did all my stuff. that's dumb, right?
Très, très intéressant. It's a bad sign because you say
So
it's a bad
I
sign.
just want to say
Yes,
something.
yes. Sorry.
I
Go
want to say
ahead.
something.
It made me think
So
of
like
something.
when I'm not in motion, when I'm not doing something, I'm stressed and I'm anxious. So that's what gives me anxiety, because I know I'm not supposed to be here doing nothing. That I know for sure. I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to be, but I know I should be somewhere doing something.
Anything.
And that gives me anxiety. My girlfriend looks at me. She's like, why are you buzzing? She's like, why are you so stressed? I'm like, she wanted to go. Honestly, she wanted to go to the beach one day, and I'm like, babe, I'm like, I work during the week, and now I have my side projects on the weekend that I'm working on. It's the only time that I could work on my side projects the whole day. During the week, I have my, I have the job, and then after the hours, I have time for my projects, but the weekends are for my side projects. And so I start like, she wants to go to the beach. I'm like, oh, like, babe, I need to focus on my, you know what I mean? And I don't know if that's 100% a good thing, because you need to also have time to recharge and time to chill, And so that stresses me out. That makes me feel, when I'm at the beach, I'm not living in the moment. I'm with my girlfriend. My girlfriend's enjoying the beach, enjoying the weather, and I'm there like not at all in the moment, because I'm like, no, I should be right now at my office working, advancing.
I think it's something that everyone might be feeling, especially if you're starting a business, because starting a business is something very, like you said, it's a new project and it's very like engaging. It's like buying a new game when we were kids, and even like right now, when we buy new games, we're so engaged at the beginning, and we're like, we can't wait to like finish groceries to like go back and play. Like it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
And how do you stay engaged is also how you organize your system around it, so you really make the time. And what happens when you have that system to make the time for that project, that new project that you have? It also makes the time for you to go to the beach and really feel that you're at the right place at the right moment, because you did the other things before.
But the thing is, it goes back to my point. There's always something to do.
There's always
something to do. But
new.
like, I'll be present. The only way that I could be present at the beach and my mind could be satisfied that I'm at the beach living the moment is if I put in some time. So I make a compromise with my girl. I say, look, it's Sunday. Sundays are usually reserved for my side project days. This is what we'll do. Let me focus 3 hours right now on my side projects, and then we'll spend the rest of the day at the beach.
That's the trick.
And I'll be happy, and my mind will be happy with literally those 3 hours of, because Sunday's supposed to be a day of relax. So my mind is like, okay, it's supposed to be a relaxed day. Usually it should, but hey, you still put in that extra time on your off day. I'm happy with that. Go enjoy yourself now.
But I feel like it's like, also like you said it, like you said, I'll do it for 3 hours. That's the system. That's not like the cat that came and like meow.
It's not. It's like, I'm like,
okay, now I gotta go.
Like,
I think it's been enough now. Like it's you have a real system in place.
Okay,
And by system I mean, like, let's say I'm working and I have these.
No, I
3
completely
hours.
understand. It makes 100% what you're saying. It's not like I'm saying, oh yeah, babe, let me just work a bit and then we'll whatever
and
time
I'll finish and we'll see. Finish.
And then we'll see. Yeah,
it's a never ending. Like we said, like there's always something new coming up. And I'm working in the zone, like you said. I was working in the CRM. I was working in this system to improve it. Improving is an infinity of never-ending. Oh, I can go this way. Hey, this is cool. Like literally the CRM. When you open Zoho, this is literally what happens to you. You open one thing, you're like, wow, it's preferred the blueprints. Wow, the blueprints gets you like, oh, I need to do all that. Okay, so if I figure out my systems, like I've been spending, how much time I've been spending on these systems, like for the past 2 years that we've been working together almost every day. How much time you could spend. Literally, like you could spend months every day. 100 hours a week.
But that's why it's expensive to buy a system like that, right? Like it costs thousands and thousands of dollars.
Automations. That's why you spoke about automations and how to get the automated lifestyle.
Yeah,
I know that automated lifestyle costs something.
You see why it costs tens of thousands of dollars to have like a fully functional automated CRM. You see how much time you're putting into it. That's why. So you see the value in it now. Like
100%. 100%.
Because that shit takes time.
That's the thing. So if you have some, like, for people who don't have, I would like to, like, to give a little value for those people who don't have, let's say, the AI stuff and the environment or the money or anything to, like, start. And me, I started that way. I started with these little things. I have a bunch. I keep a bunch, and I have. So I give them titles, and so you have one with your name stamped on it, Jord, because when I have something to tell you or something to give you or a number that I think that will go for you, I write it down in that field notebook. Kev has the same. I have the ones that I send to Zoho when I have stuff to send them for, because I don't have time right now to tell you, or I know you're in something, or I know I don't have time to write the email to Zoho, but I'll write it down at the end of the week. And that goes along with what you said also at the beginning. You said you need to take it out of your mind. But for some people, they don't have that system yet. Like, it's all there because they don't took the 2 minutes of, like, okay, how am I going to set up that? You really need to sit down and see, like, what are those trillion tasks that you have, and how could you categorize them? So you capture them. You just put capture. By capturing, I mean capturing is writing it down. And it could be like all, like, c'est tellement mal écrit, bro, c'est n'importe quoi. And I cross and that's capturing. You capture first, and those are the three things that I've, that approach that I've started when I didn't have money and I needed a system, because I was growing the amount of actions at the beginning when we started the business. When we started, like, we were comme vraiment boot stretching, strapping, je veux pas dire comme boot everything. Tout venait de la botte, là, littéralement. Là. On était en appartement, on startait tout. C'était ça le système. Le système venait de là pour descendre sur le papier, puis après ça, on décide qu'est-ce qu'on va faire. And it became something that the mechanics of it became imprinted here. So when I was taking new business, taking new, like having new contracts or whatever, it was all there that, okay, it all has to be, after I write it down, it has to become actionable after. It has to become an action. If there's no action attached, then it's not for me. So by system inside, I meant, like, yes, you need to capture it and put it on paper, but what you put on paper, you already know that you need to attach an action to it next thing.
You gotta transfer it afterwards. If you don't, look, what I noticed, if you don't action what you write down on paper, your mind is gonna, because, like, your brain kind of needs proof. It needs proof that you are gonna action those things. If you don't actually do it and you just leave it on a piece of paper somewhere, it's not gonna get out of here, because now your brain's gonna be like, oh yeah, you wrote it down, but you're not gonna do shit about it. So, like,
exactement.
Hey, no, but it's true though. It's true. So you actually have to. I get goosebumps saying this because it's 100% true in my case, anyways. C'est 100% vrai. So you have to action it, but you have to take the paper and you have to have it organized properly. So, like, you have to have
some things that you could, if it's your man cave, put it in your man cave. If you have an office, me, it's my office. Like, here, I have a massive desk. I put everything, like, you can't see it, but I have all my little book note, like, field notes there. It's all properly placed. And you need to feel fresh in those spaces. If it's on the fridge, it's not gonna work, guys. It's not gonna work. You need to clean up that place first. Clean up the desk and keep that desk for your system, whatever it is. If it's your tablet, keep it in your tablet. But I find the tablet comme je trouve que c'est pas assez rapide pour moi. I need something quick, but I'm old school. For some people, it's like, moi j'ai ma tablette. Okay, if you really write down everything on your tablet, good for you. But I feel that sometimes we have a sense of like more trying to filter more what we're gonna enter, because you need to open the notepad, and like this is instant. I just grab it. I'm like, okay, call, no, boom, this.
Yeah, and then what if you have that? What if you don't have that next to you? What if you're at the grocery store?
I have it in my pocket, bro. I keep them in my pocket all the time. I
Okay,
keep
you
that
get
in
one
my
of
pocket.
those. Okay, you get one of those. Okay. No,
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I'm a phone. Me, I'm write it in the technology. Write it in my phone. Put it as a
Or,
reminder,
yeah,
and pop up in my face at this time that I needed to. I
to
find
write
there's
it
no.
down. Okay,
I find
do
there's
that.
no,
I
not
do
even
that
to
also.
write, not even to write it down. Just put it inside. Like that's what I need. My mind is so happy when it's like, okay, I'm chill. I don't have to remember it because it's gonna pop up in front of my face. It's gonna vibrate in my pocket. To me, there's no better
Not enough
form
for
of.
me. Not enough for me, bro.
How is that
C'est
not
pas
enough?
assez. C'est
How
pas
is that?
assez.
Look,
Ça
I can
pop up,
understand you.
mais I have the tendency of like brushing it off. I'm like that. So I brush it off. It's not the time. It's
How do you
never
brush
the
it off?
time.
Okay, but you could snooze. You could put it for later. You could like
All the time I
when
do
you
that.
okay, but when you have
I'm a
a bunch of piece of paper
professional
scattered
snoozer.
everywhere, I have everything in
No,
my.
it's not scattered. Like it's properly organized. And when it's done, I just scratch the thing and put it in the garbage. It's done.
Okay, but let's say you need to search something. I could just search the keywords of whatever thought I want to search.
I don't need to search it because it's right there in my office. Like I said, and it's true. And I don't have these little things. And I'm at Costco, and someone, I hand out a card, and I need
You'll
to
write it
I have
down
my
to write.
phone.
Okay, so
But
you'll put it in your phone and you'll put it later. You'll
as
transfer it.
soon as I come here, I'll transfer it here.
Yeah.
That's my system, but that's my system.
That's your system. It's your system.
It could
It's your
be a
system.
different system.
Yeah.
So if you tell me
So
it's
whatever
your
works for-
thing, whatever works
for you.
works.
Exactly. As long as you stay organized in your own
But you
clutter.
need one. You need one. And you tell me that you really like write down everything and you never snooze your thing. Your
No, I
reminders.
do sometimes. No, for sure, man. I'm not a robot either. Like sometimes when
So you get to don't you forget stuff?
I could be, well, I don't forget stuff because I could be in the middle of something, but I'll just click snooze, or I'll just postpone it for the next day. And then the next day comes.
Okay.
And if it's really that urgent, like for example, I have to pay a bill before September 9th, for example. Let's say I put it for September 1st to pay for the 9th. Okay, I have time to snooze it a couple times.
No,
you have time. No, but I'm just saying, I'm just giving you an example. You could snooze it technically, right? I could snooze it on the 1st. I could snooze it on the 2nd. But then we start getting the 7th.
Your thing is so dangerous, bro. Like you live your life.
No, it's not.
So, like,
but it's not dangerous at all because it's popping.
You're
in
living
front of
your
my
life
face.
like you're driving your car back in the days when we were going to.
Oh, when our parents were going to school and they had to. When our parents were going to school back in the day, they had to fight a couple of bears and a couple of lions.
Oh, George. Oh my god.
Anyways,
Okay,
bro.
bro. I gotta go, man.
Nice,
I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go too, man. Thanks, guys.
Yes, it was
Ciao,
a nice
pal.
chat.
Love you, buddy.
Ciao, big.